Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the only land, and we are back, obviously, to discuss these here. These are the Why Not .5s. Before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe if you like what you see before or you like what you see today. Obviously, I'm not in my normal spot, I guess, my normal filming area. I'm traveling again, so just putting out stuff when I can. Before I grab those sneakers, I'm not going to show you guys what I have on feet today because I'm wearing Crocs. I do want to show you guys though, something I recently picked up. Man, these are thick. Pause. I picked up these. These are the, I don't know if you guys would even see them. I'll give you guys better shots of these, of course. These are the Jordan and Undefeated collab. It was for the Air Jordan 37. Yeah, it was a 37, I believe it was. And these are the shorts. Kind of expensive. I didn't really want to spend this much, but I have a lot of shorts. If you guys saw my collection of shorts, you guys would be appalled. I have a disgusting amount of shorts, but I don't have like a camo pair, and that's what I really wanted, and now I have them. The lighting isn't so great, so I guess I'll give you guys better images, like I said. But yeah, this is those. Really happy to have these. And I came on this trip and I didn't bring any shorts, so glad I grabbed those. Now to get into these. I think I'll just hold one pair. Yeah, I don't usually do this standing, so this feels a little weird. We'll start off from the bottom. For the outsole, you have a what's called data-driven outsole, or traction, should I say. To me, it was kind of hit or miss, honestly. I'll go into my notes just to be specific, but I believe I even gave it a rating of like 6.5 on one of these courts here. Yeah, it was so like hit or miss that I had to give it ratings on some of these courts. So I said traction pretty damn good. That was the first time, and then it went down to a 6.5, and then it was a 7. It was just very like, on certain courts it was good, and on certain courts it wasn't, and it's just inconsistent. And honestly, I would say if you're gonna wear this outside, it's over. Just don't even bother, because it has these nubs on them. Like I said, it is data driven, and I guess that's what they thought was gonna work on this. But these nubs will 100% break off, and I can even see where some of them have worn down in like my specific high wear areas. Definitely a little bit of wear on them, and like I said earlier, I'll give you guys better images of that. But this is not something I would say to bring outside ever. If you want something outside, I've made recommendations. The Dame 8. That if I'm going outside, that's gonna be my go-to from now on, to be honest. Not gonna be these, but like I said, hit or miss. And then obviously you have to talk about the coupled outsole as well. I didn't feel like that was really the cause behind it. You can see where it wore down a little bit in the middle, and I think, let me see, I have a piece of plastic on this. I don't have any wear on the middle on this one, but you can, like I said, you can see where it's worn down in certain areas on the traction, and you can even see the dirt. You can see like the dirt where I was pressing onto the traction, and it's, I guess, sunk in, because there's dirt, like actual dirt on some of inside of where the little nubs are there. So that's that on the traction. For cushioning, you have a Phylon midsole, and then on the forefoot you have a Zoom Air unit. To me, I really liked it, to be honest. I was a big fan of it. Usually I prefer to have some type of air unit when it comes to air, and in Nike I prefer to have an air unit in the front and then an air unit in the back. Or if you guys want to go back to the KD12 and do the full length, what is it called? The full length Strobel, I'm down for that too. I mean, unlocked Zoom, just a couple different things that I personally like. But yeah, it was okay. Surprisingly, I didn't really have any problems with it. I could actually feel the forefoot Zoom bag, and that's not something that I usually feel. I'm not usually like someone who runs on their forefoot, which is mainly like what basketball players run on. I researched and found out recently that runners particularly strike their heels when they're running, and I guess I have like a runner stride because I strike my heel a lot, and that's why I would usually prefer, if I could have an airbag anywhere or the cushion enhanced anywhere, it would always be at the heel for me, and that's just me. Moving up, you get into materials. The materials on this are very cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's very similar to like a KD12, where you have like this material that just feels like, I said, if you guys want to go back to that, just take a quick look at it. I said like swishy pants. I can't really describe it without replaying that video again, but if you've seen the video and you see the clip, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what you call that material, but it does feel very cheap. This actually feels a little bit better than the KD12 material, because the KD12 material was a little off, but it wasn't bad to me. To me personally, I felt like it let in a lot of air. It was very breathable, and then also it made the shoe super light. This is coming off, I believe the shoe that I tested before that was, the Zion. This is coming off the Zion 2, the KD12, KD15. I remember at one point I wore the Zion 2 before wearing this, and then I also wore the Jordan 28, I believe it was, the Jordan 28, I believe, and I put these on and I was like, whoa, like there's a significant difference. I can definitely feel like how light these are. It was kind of strange. It kind of felt to me like when I put on the Currys and I was like, okay, these are really light. Or when I first put on a Kobe. I put on, I think, the Kobe 8 after wearing like these heavy like 90s shoes for a long time, and you can significantly feel the difference. And that's what I felt like here. They are really, really light, and that's like a huge positive for me. But that's it on the material. I mean, I guess if you guys want to look at the tongue here, it does have like that foamy type material. That's also good for breathability. You can see it through the tongue. Obviously, you guys will get better images of that as well. But that's on the material. When it comes to the lockdown and the fit, I would say go true to size. These are an 11.5, which is my size. I just had to double check to make sure they are an 11.5, which is my size. I didn't have any issues with lockdown. Even before I laced them, like when I first put them on, I was like, okay, this fits really well even without a tight lace. So if you go true to size, you'll have a very good fit with these. The only thing I'll say is I had this weird ankle chafing, which has never happened to me before. And this is just wearing regular socks that I've worn on plenty of occasions when I play basketball, and I believe it was my right foot on the inside. It was rubbing it so much that it literally burnt like the skin away from my skin. What? And I had to fold down my sock. I had to fold the sock over the shoe like this. This is how I was wearing it at that occasion. I don't understand. Just a little bit weird. I would say I'm gonna say go in the store if they're available and try them out if you want to see the fit. For me personally, like I said, true to size. If you're wearing 11.5, you're wearing 11, go get your true size. That was just, I think, a weird occurrence. I don't think this is something that's gonna happen because I played a couple hours in these, and that was the only time it happened. Just a little weird, but I think that's actually it. This is a quick review. I usually do them a little bit longer than this, but there's not much to talk about with these, to be honest. I have a couple other reviews to do. I know I haven't put out the year-end video of what I tested. I didn't test much. I actually looked at the list recently, and there's not much I tested. I guess between being sick and work and being hurt, I just didn't test much. So I do want to test a couple more. Not a couple more. I want to test a lot of what came out in 2022. There's not much that's coming out in 2023 quite yet. I know the Hardens are supposed to release, I believe, in like 3 days. And that's a late release. I expected those to come out last year. Besides that, I'm just gonna try and get to it before the surgery. I'll try and test as much as possible before the surgery. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe button if you like what you've seen before or you like what you see today. This is the only Lynn. I'm out here. You have a good one.